boy Shot with 4TV for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. What we got here today: a motivator, an innovator, a hustler, a friend, a family, a foe, a partner in crime. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself, because can't nobody introduce yourself better than you. Tell them who we got here today.
All right. Grand rising, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, LGBTQA, cis, non-binary, and transgender. I'm ZadiaDotSomaaj. ZadiaDotSomaaj. That's not James backwards. Rapper, artist, lover, family person.
For sure.
Me? Business owner.
Pop your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit, cuz. Okay, I know who you is. But for the ones who's watching, the viewers, can you tell them a little behind story about you?
Okay. All right. Well, ZadiaDotSomaaj. I from Chicago. Got introduced to, music a little early. I guess it was around the time that Songs in A minor came out. I mean, I've always liked music. I love music my whole life. But when Songs in A minor came out, I was I got a little bit more into it, the musicality of music, if that makes sense. I shoot. You ask who I am, you feel me? I do music. Masculine presenting, lesbian, I prefer, it's too many labels and too many terms with stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, non-binary, which means, I am neither man or woman.
For sure.
Everything. You feel
me? For sure.
I am everything. We are everything. You feel what I'm saying? So you yin and yang, masculine energy, and feminine energy together, non-binary. You feel me?
I'm glad that you spoke on that, because we've been doing music since 2013, right? We formed a group called For Music, family first over everything, for the ones who didn't know what it stood for. So we was well rounded around that. So we wouldn't do a show if we had family problems. We wouldn't go do studio time recording videos if we had family problems. So we was definitely involved in that and tuning that was big of our whole career. So on that being said, you being non-binary, right? I don't know if I said it right, but I think I was close.
Yeah, close enough.
How did it affect any of your choices with doing music or anything with other people?
Absolutely. All the time. Shoot. This is not even just in this industry, but in life, period. You feel me? You always sex sells, you feel what I'm saying to you? And a lot of time, I remember somebody told me when I was in Chicago one time, I was at a studio with him. I got on the mic, did my thing or whatever. As me, I've been like, since I was 13 years old, I look this exact same way.
For sure.
I'm 13, I'm telling you, I'm way past 13. But, I got on the mic, did my thing. He was like, all right, now we got to get you in some flats and get you in some leggings, and do your hair, and do all this and all that. And I'm like, but how is that gonna make me sound different? You know what I'm saying? Because it won't. It's just a matter of what the masses and what people are used to seeing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I have always been affected by that. And that's always been something I had to deal with my whole life.
With that being said, when I came up with For Music, I know this interview about you, but a little background about For Music is I welcome everybody with all open arms to be yourself, not to be nobody different but you. And if you came portraying somebody different, it wasn't gonna work. We didn't have no paperwork or nothing. It was just all built off love. It was a collective 4 of us, and all of us was in a different walks of life, looked it different, sounded different, but how did you stay true to yourself and played a big part of for music, the group of being you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I did that, it the variety in what we had made that possible for real. The fact that, it was so many of us, well, not even so many of us, it was only four of us, but like you said, everybody was different. We all had something different to bring to the track, something different to bring to the table. And that's what encouraged me to be who I was, because I'm like, my sound is just as unique as theirs. And when we put it all together, man, that's like you know what I'm saying, a melting pot of greatness right there. So that, and having that open floor for yourself, like having that open space to be myself, that really helped out too.
For sure. So what I know, we went through hard times. We went through being a group, different personalities, and not just us behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes, stages, uh, events. So when things got hard, what pushed you the most? Like, I gotta just keep going.
Honestly, the music did. The music pushed me a lot, and then the things that were happening in life pushed me because, I, that was the only way that I could express myself, through music, through rhymes or something like that. So a lot of times, even if I was sad, or even if I was like, oh, I don't know about this music thing, or I don't know, it was all like that was the only way I knew how to express myself, though. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? So it's like I couldn't stop.
For
I couldn't
sure.
let it go, and it's like I really held on to, you get greater later. You know what I'm saying? And what you supposed to go through stuff in life. Like, life is about changing. Life is about adaptation. I think. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't stay complacent in yourself if you want to be higher than yourself. Ooh.
For sure. Pop your shit. Pop your shit. Hey, you gotta pop your shit because you have to go through something to get through something. That's my favorite slogan. I came up with it like in my own little words. You got to go through something to get through something. And I preach that to myself because if it wasn't for y'all pushing me and to seeing y'all was listening to me, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have the drive. I wouldn't have the courage. Like, I was telling y'all stuff that I was still working on. Go support everybody. I'm like, dang, I gotta support him. Uh like, let's go pushing. Like, it was nights. I ain't days. I ain't want to get out of bed. Come on, y'all, we gotta go to the studio. Come on, we gotta work. Come on, we gotta do this. Come on, we gotta do that. But it made us all greater. And to on that note, you seen all this from scratch, right? What made you believe in me? Because when I ain't believe in myself, but I'm trying to tell y'all what's good to do, what need to be done. What made you say, I'm gonna go with this, even though you seen firsthand? Like, I learned something, and I like try to tell y'all something when I probably ain't even put it on my life yet. Like, what made you just trust in my word to be like, hey man, go do this, do that, and y'all, and you just like one out of many to be like, yeah, for sure, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, for real. Cause I say it's a confidence thing for sure. You know what I'm saying? Although, confidence and just being what they call it, transparent. Your transparency and then your confidence. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of people don't like to admit because it make you seem a certain type of way, weak or whatever the case. Everybody need a little direction, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know that around that time, even still now, you know what I'm saying, we need a little direction. And you had a confidence about you that was like, you know, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do this. You
For
feel
sure.
me? And to see you out there getting down with us, like a side by side thing, was something that kept me going too. Because I'm like, all right, if he doing it, like, we're not perfect.
For
We're not
sure.
perfect, and I'm still learning today for real. But when somebody is confident with what they're saying and not afraid to show you that they still learning, that gives you encouragement right there. So I could say that's definitely what it was.
I definitely want to tell you I thank you, and I definitely appreciate you because it was times I was telling y'all stuff and I ain't even know. I'm like, man, what? I don't know if it's gonna work, but we got far with it. We got far, far, far with everything, and I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Y'all gave me that extra drive. So seeing as far as we went as a group, instead of, and then it wasn't no big eyes, little U's. It wasn't no I'm the boss or nothing like that. So we always bosses. It was four bosses in the four music, and we took it. We had different genres. We put it together, and we basically made a symphony out of it. But on your journey, what with for music, right? With not even for music, with your career, because you start like we everybody went their separate ways, but it was all in love. What kept you? What was the biggest challenge? Whether it was with us, by yourself, just in your career, what was the biggest challenge that you got over to make you? Because we in 2026 now. We've been doing this since 2013. So what made you just keep pushing when you got over that challenge?
Honestly, seeing people around me or people that and not as a comparison, less of a comparison, because you know the more you compare, the more you can get in your head and shit just go bad. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? And that has happened. That has definitely happened for real. And when stuff like that happen, it is good to have people like you know, like Shy, that I can look at and be like, man, he's still doing his thing. And then you kind of just remember back to the roots and be like, all right, that's why I did it. That's why I'm doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? And that it kind of just helps give you that motivation for real. So, you know, I look back, having those memories, and then being able to still reach out to people who helped you in the beginning, and they still let you know, like, yeah, I still fuck with you. I still, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That helps. That's big right there, because life be life, and it'll make you feel like f this, but then you look back and you like remembering who you was, and
Most
it's like, oh
definitely.
yeah.
And I definitely want to give y'all flowers personally because like y'all kept it going. We went our separate ways, but it was all in love. We stayed in contact with select a few, but it was all still love. We still could reach out, figure out, learn, teach each other. And 2025, I seen you continue to do your shit, pop your shit, grow musically, you know what I'm saying, personally. Like you gotta keep going. You shining. You always been a star, no matter how nobody look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I support y'all to day one. Yeah, everybody came and it was number open arms. When everybody left, it's still, you know what I'm saying, all love. But due to the music side of it, I wanna know where the people wanna know also if there was somebody you will want to collab with, who would it be and why?
Okay. Musically, it's so many talented artists that's out here now, especially in indie Chicago, that don't even get their props, you know, that don't even get recognized, you know. So, but I would want to specifically one person. I don't have one person. I can't even lie to you.
Okay.
But I've always had like a dream of just like, you know, uh, women collaborating on tracks and on music, you know, masculine presenting. Like, come on, y'all, it's 2026 now. Whether we, you know what I'm saying, 20 something, 30 something, it should be no more stud animosity. It shouldn't be no more, I think I'm better than you, all that. We all got unique sounds.
Facts.
You feel me? We can all come together and make brilliance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are powerful. When I say we, I'm talking about this pen.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying to you? So I look forward to being able to break that barrier of, you know, competition and more of like collaboration and having fun, because as a great man once told me, you feel me, have fun with it,
For
you know.
sure.
So that's what I want to do in 2026. I want to have fun with more artists, and you know what I'm saying, make it shake and make it sizzle.
Y'all heard it first from ZadiaDotSomaaj, man. Tap in. She's able to work with anything and everything, and she's well rounded. So tap in. Now, this not the last question, but the least. for somebody starting off, whether because you've been in videos, you shot videos, you've been on behind the scenes, you've been musically inclined, like you've been performing, it's a lot of stuff you got going on. We can keep going for days. But somebody starting off, whether it's early in their career, is they just starting off today, 2026, they want to jump out here. Like, what advice you got for them?
Okay. What advice do I have for you? I want to say be consistent. Work on your consistency. Uh, and look, like I said, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So these are still words that I'm working on and living by myself. But when you're starting off, you know, and you find your beats and you just find out how you want to do it, you know, get on BandLab, get on Rap Chat, get on Rap Fame, and just start at home. Start by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Play around with it by yourself, but be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Write it down as far as like a timeline, when and how you're gonna do something. Stick to it, you know. And if you, when you find your niche, when you find your group of people, when you find your, not your yes men, but I'm just saying like the people that you can vibe with and you can actually be yourself with musically, hold on to them. You feel what I'm saying to you? Hold on to them. Don't forget to practice. Don't forget to practice, and don't forget to practice. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
When you find a good, and when you find some good people, like I said, hold on to them, but don't be gullible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. But at the same time, keep yourself open and master your craft because your time will come.
So
Your time will
on the
come.
more up and up, tell the people one fun random fact that they might not know, because some people watching this, they might not know you. Some people watching this, they do. Like, what's a fun fact about you?
Okay. Fun fact about me. I have tons of voices that I portray. You know, there's lots of voices. There's this one, some type of accent. I used to say it was like in English, but I've asked ChatGPT and it said it's like Scottish or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So lots of voices. I can do voice acting.
For sure.
So if anyone watching this, you're looking for a voice actor, you know, cartoons or things like that.
Yeah.
I'm your girl.
For sure.
Fun fact, that's me.
For
One more,
sure.
I got another fun fact, and it's fun to me. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And you might think that because of the lifestyle that I'm in or whatever, that I'm not about family, and I don't want no family. I love family, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's family first over everything.
For sure.
First over everything. You feel what I'm saying to you? Before Winmore LLC, before Alter Ego Radio, you know what I'm saying? It was family first, you know, and they invited me in and accepted me, and I love y'all for that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Fun fact about me, I love family. You feel what I'm saying to you?
So in 2026, tell the people what you will be working on, because you got a lot of different things going on. Like, I can't even keep up with. But obviously, you know, because it's yours and them your babies. You birth them. So tell the people what you have going on 2026.
All right. Well, in 2026, gang, you know, like Sha said, it's a lot going on, but I would like to focus more on three, you know, specific things. One of them is Alter Ego Radio, which is a podcast. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be, I don't want to just say gay topics, but it's like LGBTQ, you know, LGBTQ things and just people's opinions. How do you feel in the world of, you know what I'm saying? Masculine presenting people. You know, we got stud lovers out now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel you because, you know, it's about the masculine and feminine energy. I get it. That don't make you get whatever. So that's Alter Ego Radio. We got 360 more photos. That's a business me and my girls started where we do a 360 photo booth. That's a platform you stand on with a camera that go around and you dance. You feel me? Do a little boomerang. It's real nice. It's special. We got the photo stand. We do pop-ups, all type of events over the community, over in the city. birthdays, celebrations, baby showers, sex parties. I mean, just whatever
For
you
sure.
want. Hey, we pop up. You feel me? And the third thing, not last, not least, is my music. My music, man. My music. My sound is so special, and I just thank God that I still have this talent. God is awesome. When I tell you, He awesome. And when you hear what's coming on my soul, you're gonna love it. On my soul, you're gonna love it.
Hey, keep that in mind. She said it twice for a reason.
On my soul, on my soul.
Now tell everybody where they can find you at, what platforms. Just shout out, pop your shit. Shout out.
Absolutely. So I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, predominantly. You can find me ZadiaDotSomaaj. That's ZadiaDotSomaaj. That's not James Baptist, okay? Listen to MAAJ is Maj. You feel me? It's not Mesh. So that's how you find me, y'all.
Okay, look, this is my last question, because I'm currently dealing with this now, and it's because I just jumped back into making music instead of managing. How do you deal? This is a big one. A lot of people can learn from this. How do you deal with writer's block?
Chale. How do I deal with writer's block? All right. Okay. One way to deal with writer's block is write something down whenever it comes. Even if you're on the toilet, you at work, you on the bus, you shopping or something. Even if it's like one or two little lines or something, write that mug down. You feel me? You can come back to it later. A lot of times that helps me. We also got all this AI out. I'm not saying, don't make your own music. All I'm saying is there's so many tools and resources in front of us that if we just use it and take our time with it, it can really help us out. And the music, man, listen to your beats, you know what I'm saying? Listen to your beats, get out in the nature, look up in the sky, start talking, just say random stuff sometimes. And you might get a really nice hook, or you might get a really nice idea. So these are ways that I'm still working on now to help me with my writer's block. Is it helping? On my soul.